Hello again, all you amazing people. Welcome to another episode of Walking and Talking with Jerry K. I am Jerry K, so come on and walk with me. So today's topic is going to be commitment. What it really means. And, being bombarded by bugs. Welcome to Florida, right? Okay, so the reason that this is the topic for today is because this is actually my second time doing this today. The first time I did it today, I started a video and it started pouring on me. So I went back to the house and had resigned myself to not finishing my walk today. Well, then I started thinking about it, and my wife told me, "Hon, it's cleared up. If you want to do your walk, you probably can." I understand, I'd already completely taken off all my stuff, gotten ready pretty much to be ending my day, had resigned myself to the fact that I wasn't going to be able to take the walk, so I wasn't going to. And then I realized I made a commitment. And I said I was going to do this, so I needed to do it. Now, the reason it was so imperative that I actually got this done is because the commitment that I made, big spider web. The commitment I made was actually to myself. And I think it's funny that most of the commitments that we break, I walked right through a big fat spider web. Most of the commitments that we make, that we break, are the ones we make to ourselves. And that's the person that, if you're going to commit to something, is the last person that you should break that commitment. Okay? If you can't fulfill a commitment you've made to yourself, why would anybody think that you could ever fulfill a commitment that you've made to them? And in life, we do have to make commitments to things. But understand that it's your actions that speak so much more loudly than your words. Because you can say that you're committed to something, but it's like, are you really though? Are you doing everything that you need to show that level of commitment, to show how committed you are to something? For me, I made a commitment to improving my health. When I was younger, I was in phenomenal shape. I mean, I really was. I think I had I had like no fat whatsoever, super athletic. I'd run around all the time, play sports. And as I got older, I became lackadaisical. I didn't do as much as I should, and I started paying the price physically. Well, when you start paying the price physically, ironically enough, you'll also start paying the price emotionally, spiritually, everything, because it all gets affected. When you start to lose your health, you start to lose everything. And that's why making that commitment to do it, whether or not, look, I'm going to show everybody something, and hopefully you'll be able to see it. Actually, there's a rainbow right there, kind of cool, hopefully you can see that. But you see those clouds? That's what was just over me not too long ago. That's what was over me. That's what was just dumping down rain on my head as I was walking through this path. And that's why I decided, it was mainly because lightning can get pretty serious here. I don't know if you know this or not, but Florida is actually the lightning capital of the world. Okay, so I have a great respect for lightning. I think it's impressive to see, but I also know that when there's a lightning storm or it's stormy, it's not real smart to be walking around. So I do tend to try to stay on the smart side if I can. Okay, so here's the deal with commitment. Okay, if you're serious about getting healthy, if you're serious about anything, I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's committed to your marriage, to your children, to your family, to your religion, to your work, to your philanthropy, to whatever it is. I'm committed to, and then fill in the blank, whatever that happens to be for you. Before you can make any kind of commitment to anything else outside, you need to be able to make a commitment to yourself. You need to be able to honestly tell yourself, I'm going to do this, and then you have to follow through with that. Because when you don't, the only person that you're letting down is you. And I'm realizing that more and more, which is the reason that I went ahead and threw my clothes back on again and ventured back out to make sure that I got my walk in today. Why? Because I made a commitment to do so. Who did I make the commitment to? You know, a lot of people will go, well, if you didn't commit it to somebody else, you could just not do it. And that's absolutely true. But I think that the commitments that you make to yourself should be more important as far as actually following through with that than any commitment you make to anybody else. Because again, if you're not willing to follow through with a commitment that you made to yourself, why would you think you'd ever be able to follow through with a commitment made to someone else? You know, I've made a lot of commitments in my life, actually. I made a commitment to my wife. This December, it's going to be 29 years since she and I became husband and wife. I'm very proud of that because prior to meeting my wife, I wasn't always the best person. Matter of fact, I was, in a lot of ways, the opposite of my best person. I was kind of my worst person. I dealt with infidelity issues. I'd never been married before. But when I was younger, I dabbled in illegal drugs. I used to smoke. But I ended up deciding to make a commitment to not do those things. I didn't do those just for my wife or just for my family or just for my son. I really did them for me. And they became, I guess, benefactors of those choices. Because I really didn't do it for them. They might have been part of the inspiration. But at the end of my day, I did it for me because I knew that that's what I needed to do. So if you're going to make a commitment to something, whether it be your health, whether it be a job, whatever it is, make sure that you're not fooling yourself. Acting like, because I'm saying these things, that's all I need to do. Saying the things are great, but actually doing the things is even better. So, I guess just make sure that if you decide to commit to something, that you're serious about it and you're doing it for the right reason. And that right reason is because it's going to ultimately benefit you. And if you decide to commit to it, see it through. Don't let yourself off easy with excuses. It's so simple to do. It's so easy to allow yourself an excuse. You want to know why? I'll tell you why it's so easy for you to make an excuse for yourself. There's nobody there to challenge you about it. You'll accept an excuse from yourself easier than you would from anybody else. Why? Because you can always justify it in your own mind. So I committed to doing my walk. That's exactly what I did. I committed to making these videos. So that's exactly what I'm doing. I hope that if you decide to make a commitment to something, that you're going to be serious about it. And I hope you'll decide to commit to your health, to getting your steps in, to drinking more water, and regaining all the things that life can give you that a lot of us, unfortunately, have given up. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Stay safe out there. Get those steps in. Drink plenty of water. And we will see you on the next episode.